It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Tonight,
it's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Bucks. Here with their Milwaukee fans, and then back on the road. They're still in the picture, playoff-wise, but 3 games back from that 8th slot. They'll need to play well down the stretch.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for them. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Nowitzki is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard position. Gobert can't hit. And the Magic with possession. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-through behind the arc.
The final day of the regular season. Players get a small break, Clark. Then we jump right into the playoffs. Boy, it is hard not to just absolutely embrace this time of year, isn't it?
Kevin, it is one of the special times of year on the sports calendar when you talk about the NBA playoffs, because the best in the world now are going to be focused, locked in, well-rested, playing for the highest stakes in the game. And they get to do it in series format. So you get multiple opportunities to prove you're the better team. And for fans and us as broadcasters, it's great drama and theater right in front of us.
Cannot wait for the playoffs to begin.
I'm with you there.
The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And it's Gordon missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few minutes to share with me. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Zubac. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Zubac has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Well, for the Bucks in 2017, it was the opening of their new state-of-the-art team facility. A year later, right next door, they've inaugurated their new home arena.
Zubac with it. He's guarded by Ross. 6 to shoot. Here's Bellinelli. No good off the back of the rim. Bucks trail by 5. Gordon inside. Bellinelli is covering, and it's Gordon missing. And the Bucks sparing no expense with all these new assets.
Well, to bring top talent in and compete with the best, you need to create a winning environment and culture. The Bucks making those investments.
Now, here's Rubio. After Eric Gordon's miss, connects from 3-point range. Nowitzki's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Holiday goes in. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gordon missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Bellinelli with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Bellinelli against Gordon. Now Now Bellinelli still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Again, the miss by Gordon. Gets it off. The shot comes out, and so it's Orlando in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Magic.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Holiday out there with Gordon, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Green in at the power forward position. And so it's Milwaukee now. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Ross. Kicks it out to Gordon. Takes a three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
The pass to Zubac. Magic moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Good. Nowitzki's got 5.
That's where Nowitzki's long arms help him on the glass. They're solid at using that length to reel in rebounds.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if you're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range. He's got post-up ability. And I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
And both free throws good for Ross.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Magic leading by 10. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Now here is Holiday after the miss from Ricky Rubio. Shoots over Rubio. And the Bucks miss again. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Cavaliers.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
One of the strong points that the Orlando Magic team has is their balance.
Well, they've got a number of players, Kevin, that can go for double digits on any night. That's always nice. Good depth on this roster as well. And when you don't have an elite star or talent, these are the kind of things you look for in building your team.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, down by 12. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now, here's Zubac. Parsons outside. The rebound by the Bucks. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Green kicks to Holiday. Free throw line jump shot. He can't get that one.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They have a 9-point lead. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. Now they need to stay.
And that's...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
So on the floor for Orlando, Chandler Parsons out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Nowitzki for three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green finds Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Orlando leading by 6. Rubio looking around. Nowitzki outside. Rubio the pass to Bellinelli. Over Gobert. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here is Rubio after the basket by Milwaukee. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nowitzki against Green. Rubio outside. Teardrop shot. Basket. Good. Rubio's got 7 points.
High percentage look there, guys. Rubio's best chance to score, and he maxed it out.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greggy's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches a pass.
Here's Gordon. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday against Rubio. High arcing shot. Here's Nowitzki. Gobert with the block. They get it back. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
On the finishing end of the catch and shoot, Rubio trying to become a better all-around scorer.
Timeout called the Bucks. Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, Vice President, Player Relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting, both radio and television, then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationships with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Bellinelli kicks to Nowitzki. Parsons up top, guarded by Green. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. Again, the Magic score. Bucks trail by 11. Passes it to Gobert. Ball's knocked loose. Gordon against Bellinelli. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
And Rubio kicks to Parsons. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Bellinelli finds Nowitzki. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
And stolen by Parsons. With 2 seconds left, and Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist from Parsons. Parsons got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead. And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
Good offense, right? We got back.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Gordon is out there with Holiday, then it's Green, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Nowitzki, pass to Parsons. Just 5 to shoot. Zubac the pass to Parsons. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Pass to Bellinelli. Zubac with it. Knocked loose. Ross dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to Gobert. Back to Gordon. Bucks passing it around. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Eric Gordon.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Magic leading by 4. Here's Rubio. Parsons looking it over. Back to Rubio. Another miss by Orlando. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. No good from Ross.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Parsons kicks to Zubac. Rubio against Howard. Rubio outside. The pass to Nowitzki. And that time, also a missed shot. Bucks trail by 4 to the paint. Rubio against Holiday. Gobert with the block. Holiday with it to the inside. Green finds Holiday. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Nice shot by Gobert. And guys, what do you think about the hustle steps here for the Bucks?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Ricky Rubio.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He told them, look, fellas, this is what we're capable of when you come together as one. I knew you had it in you, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Finish this game.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Boy, when you see Bellinelli playing with this kind of aggressiveness, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 4. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Boy, you gotta love Nowitzki. As unique a player as you'll ever see, a towering 7-footer who is as good as it gets at making all kinds of jump shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Got a piece of it. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
On offense, here are the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points to the left wing. Trying his luck deep. Rebound by the Magic. Rubio outside. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily